1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Right, before I start this video, I'd just like to say well done and thank you for reaching 50 subscribers on my YouTube channel. I know that is only a small number, but that does mean an awful lot to me, so once again, well done and thank you. Now, welcome back to another language video, and in case you're wondering, KD does not stand for anything at all. I only did that as a reference to my last language video series, which is called Hiragana in HD. Anyway, what is Katakana meant to be? And in order to explain that, I have to start all the way from the beginning. So, the Japanese language has 3 writing systems, or to be more specific, 2 alphabets and the kanji pictograms that were imported from China. The first Japanese alphabet system is called Hiragana. It is a phonetic alphabet, meaning that all the letters represent a sound or syllable and that they are pronounced fairly and equally. For example, Hiragana. The second Japanese alphabet is called Katakana, and that one is also phonetic. Katakana. But there may be 2 questions that you are asking me right now. Why does Japanese have 2 phonetic alphabets? And most honestly, what's the difference between Hiragana and Katakana? Hiragana is, well, how do you say it, Japan's default alphabet. Every Japanese word can be written using hiragana symbols alone, and all the kanji that you see can be written with hiragana as well. And as a beginner Japanese speaker, you can still get away with writing in Japanese using only hiragana. But what happens if you want to write your own name, or spell or write something that is not native to Japan? And that is where katakana steps in. Japan's second phonetic alphabet. It's primarily used for words, nouns, places, TV shows, decent words, profane acts, made up words, anything else that does not originate in Japan. To put it briefly, all the words that Japanese borrows from other languages, such as English, will be definitely written in katakana. Even ramen, many of you who will think that it was invented in Japan, it really wasn't, and one way to tell that is by looking at the writing and realising that it's written in katakana instead of hiragana or kanji. But as a ramen, we'll get back to that later, so don't worry about that for now. Now, if you're a beginner to reading, learning and writing the Japanese language, you probably want to learn all the 3 writing systems at the same time, and your study schedule will probably look something like this. But as this video is purely about an introduction to katakana, Japan's second alphabet, I would recommend you just to start mastering hiragana first, which is considered to be Japan's default writing system, and doing so will make your understanding of katakana a whole lot easier. So, in other words, if you are new to studying Japanese and you thought you could just skip straight to katakana or kanji, then what I advise you to do is to stop watching this video and come back again when you have more knowledge of how to read and write hiragana. And I mean it. For those who took my advice, welcome back. For everyone else who is new to katakana but old to hiragana, I will need a large mirror for my next scenario. If you think katakana is way more complicated than hiragana and uses more symbols, then look again. Every hiragana symbol has a mirror image katakana equivalent in basic Japanese grammar, or, in other words, there are an equal number of hiragana and katakana symbols, and every vowel and syllable you'll see can be written in either alphabet, as you'll see below me. However, you can use hiragana to make a basic sentence in Japanese. You cannot use katakana to make a whole sentence, because katakana is only used for words borrowed from other languages. And if you try to write a whole sentence using only katakana, it'd be seen as grammatically incorrect, and you end up being beaten down by later speakers. See? Luckily, a large percentage of katakana words are borrowed from English, but are spelt differently to make it easier for native speakers to pronounce. For example, hamburger. Other katakana words are borrowed from languages other than English are pan, from the French word for bread, and Arbeiter, from the German word Arbeiter, which means part-time job, I think. I don't know the word entirely because I'm not German, so let's move on. Also, ramen is written in katakana, like I said earlier, so what does that mean? Although ramen is one of Japan's most popular dishes, it actually originated from China, and although it does have a vague kanji equivalent, it's better understood in the katakana form ramen. And if you go to near every restaurant in Japan, you'll see ramen written in katakana 100% of the time. How to write your own name. As this is an introduction to katakana, Japan's second phonetic alphabet, I'll show you how to write a few basic names. But to do that, it's better to have a whole katakana vocabulary sheet right in front of you like this. So, I'll move about a little bit for you. Is that better? Okay. As it's a phonetic alphabet, you will need to choose katakana symbols that share the same syllables as or mimic the same syllables in your name. But as you may have noticed already, Japanese vocabulary is so limited that you cannot translate from English to Japanese bit by bit, or by the bone. So, I'll start off by doing an easy one. So, right now, pretend that you're a woman and your name is Karina. And as there are 3 syllables in your name, you'll need 3 katakana symbols to spell Karina. So, if you look at the chart to my right here, and if you find Ka, Ri, and Na, you can spell Karina. Karina. And if you say all 3 katakana symbols together, it sounds like Karina, which is phonetically correct. But beware that not all names will be this easy. If your name is popular enough, like mine, it can be googled in katakana. But if it's not, then you'll have to do it yourself, I'm afraid. Shogunai ne. So, let's take another example, Chris, from Christopher. If you compare it with Karina, you'll notice that you cannot translate it directly from English to Japanese by the bone. So, how do you do it? So, first, what I do is you say Chris very slowly like this. So, Kurisu, Kurisu. And as you may have noticed, you can make up at least 2 or 3 syllables in that name. And as katakana and hiragana is mainly made up of 2-letter syllables, you will need ku, ri, and su to make krisu, krisu. How was that? As it's only a basic lesson, I won't go through any more names in a creepy but more detailed manner. But here are a few more examples of names translated from English into katakana. And to help you out a bit, I'll rate them from easy to hard in terms of translation. So, here we go. Danieru, Jimu, Hana, Maiku, Jeffu, Thomasu, Sam, Monty, and Rico. The last one was just an Easter egg in case you're wondering who Rico was. So, Unfortunately, that's all the time that we have for today. Well, actually I do have plenty of time, but if you really want to know, making a video from start to finish can be a fiendish and arduous process, so I'm going to wrap it up for now. In part 2, hopefully, if there is a part 2 of course, I'll talk about some more secrets, shortcuts and contradictions that can be found in Katakana and how it can make you think twice about English vocabulary itself. So, thank you for watching, please subscribe and bye bye. Bye bye. Want to look at the camera? Look at the camera. I got locked down here. Got my locked down here. Right. Still on, so once again, thank you for 50 subscribers. In case you're wondering, I'm getting my haircut booked for next Thursday, because yes, it is getting out of control here, especially. And Monty, look at the camera. Monty, look at the camera. Come on, look at the camera for me. Come on, look. The only reason people watch my channel is because of you, isn't it? You scene stealing dog. No, look, look. Okay. Stay tuned and thank you for watching.